Hello everyone, and welcome to this first ever Green Narcissus learning how to make something pretty and fun video. Thanks for joining me. For this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this little sort of decoration flower type of thingy using empty toilet roll, cardboard from an empty toilet roll. Some PVC glue, PVA glue, yeah, PVA glue, acrylic paint, so it's metallic acrylic paint, and hopefully I've got enough left to squeeze out of this tube, I don't know, maybe not. Food colouring, I'm using food colouring that's bought from the supermarket, any old food colouring I think will do, and metallic gold serving trays. You can use any cardboard you want. I found these, I thought they'd be fun, I thought they'd be pretty, and honestly it's turned out rather well. Everything that I've made so far. So there's that, and here is another larger one that I've been working on. Yes. Yeah, like I said, got a lot of time on my hands. So we're going to be doing that. I wouldn't say it's a quick project, but it's fun and it's worth it, and you can come up with something nice. And this is going to lead on to other things, hopefully some candle holders, lampshades, different things like that, fun things. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. This may be the thing that I focus on mainly on this channel, not sure yet. But you know, I think we all need a little bit of pretty fun stuff in our lives, especially at the moment. Alright, so we should just get straight into making this. Yeah, I don't think I need to tell you anything else. Okay. Let's just get straight into making it. Alright, now, like I said, you will need some PVA glue, so sticky situation, and you'll need some food colouring, which I'm going to use in a moment. You will need acrylic paints. So this is just for this project. Obviously, you don't have to use metallic gold serving tray cardboard. I'm only using it because I can't go and get cardboard from anywhere else, and this seemed like the perfect stuff to get. So I'm just taking you through the process of what I do. Yeah. You will also at some point need a toothpick, so I'll show you what that's for later on. I'm going to use this to put paint on, just because seems like the right thing to do. Alright, yeah, so we're going to do that. Now, so what I do is, I'm going to try and squeeze out the metallic paint first. We've got our serving tray. I'm going to work on doing the serving tray or doing this cardboard serving tray first. So not using too much. Yep, okay, that's good, that's coming out. Just put a few dabs on here and there. Try and get as much out as you possibly can. But don't put too much on, because you kind of want the gold, metallic gold, to sort of shine through in certain places. So I'm just doing this. Yep, that should be, I think that should be enough actually. Should be pretty good. So a few dabs, a few dollops. Put that away there. Now, because I'm making my sort of greens and blues, with this food colouring you don't need much. So you just put a few dabs, a few little dabs on. There, might put one there. Be careful not to spill it on yourself before you close, because it's really hard to get off. Alright, I've just got this one, which is a different one. So maybe just put a few dabs of yellow. If you've got green, then that would probably be awesome. Probably use that. Alright, so now all you do is you just, like, this is so basic, this is so ridiculously basic, you just start going like this, and then just work it through, work it along the cardboard. It's this easy, it's this ridiculously. Alright, and there is our finished tray. So that's what it's going to look like. And we're just going to set that aside for the moment and work on cutting up our toilet roll and painting it. Which is really just as basic as it sounds. Okay, so you get your toilet roll and you just sort of flatten it. So go like this, flatten, make sure you squish the sides so it's all quite squished. And then grab some scissors that will definitely cut through cardboard, and cut them like this. Alright, now that we've cut those, we are going to paint them. So once again, as simple as it sounds, I'm just going to get a little bit of paint on here. And grab one of your petals, one of your petal skeletons. Yeah. Try to, yeah. That's better. Okay, so then we just paint. You will notice that when you're painting it, the cardboard becomes quite flimsy, but don't worry about that, because once it dries, everything sort of hardens up and becomes, you can mold it. It becomes quite easy to mold again. So you can bend it all back into shape once it's dry. Alright, now that we've got all of these painted, we're going to set everything aside to dry. So usually I will leave all of this to set overnight, just to really make sure everything is dry. But obviously you could just, use your discretion, go back and check on everything, just touch it, see if it's dry. But you want to make sure this is pretty dry, because we're going to be sticking, obviously with PVA glue, we're going to be sticking these to this. So just make sure everything's really dry before we move on to that stage. Yeah, so we're going to do that. As you can see in the background, I've made a bigger version of these flowers. So what I did, I got the cardboard rolls out of some skeins of yarn. So that's what those are, larger cardboard rolls, to do that, yeah. Alright, so we're going to go away, we're going to let everything dry, we're going to come back when it's all dry, and we're going to stick these to these. Yeah, see you soon. Alright, now that everything is dry, so dry, these as well, all dry. So now that everything is dry, we're going to work on sticking these to this. Also, just quickly, now that the paint's dry, these have easily gone back into shape, which is really good. And you'll notice that if you do that as well. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick these to here, and to do that it's just a simple case of, this is how I do it. So I just get the PVA glue, make sure there's no air bubbles because that's kind of annoying, and we can do this on camera. Yeah, okay. I just run this along the edge of the petal. So running the glue, do it fairly quickly because it kind of slides down the side. So running that along the edge, and then just stick it anywhere you want onto the cardboard. And just like that. So we'll do another one. Try and get it so that you can see it, see what I'm doing. Oh, it's got air bubbles, that's annoying. And yeah, again, just very simple, very simple process. Usually I leave this to dry overnight and it's dry by morning. I think it only takes really a couple of hours to dry, but sometimes it can take longer, I guess, depending on like temperature, humidity, I don't know. I think I just made that up. Alright, yeah, so just doing this all around the edges of every single one. Although sometimes you don't need to. Sometimes if you, oh, yeah, okay, that's fine as well. Sometimes you can just leave them blank and make a blank flower, like in the big one that I showed you. You can do that. So yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna finish these up, and I'm gonna leave them overnight to dry. Then in the morning we're gonna work on cutting them out, and I'll show you my process for sticking them together. Alright, see you soon. Alright, now that these are all dry and nice and secure and stuck, I'm going to work on cutting them out. So again, a really simple process of just getting some scissors and cutting them out. Now, I'll just do one with you. Just make sure you sort of cut around the edges neatly. Where are we? Can you see? Yes. Alright. So yeah, just try and trim off as close to the cardboard as possible, to the petal. There we go. So just cutting around like that. Another really simple step. And then after we've done this, we're going to cut all of these out. We're going to work on arranging them into a flower shape and gluing them together. Another really easy process. So yeah, I mean, this is all very simple. So there's that. So do that with the rest of them, and then we'll meet back up and we'll stick them together. Alright, now that they've all been cut out and sorted, I've arranged them on this bit of paper towel. So we put them on paper towel because we're going to glue them together, and we obviously don't want the glue to get on the surface of this thing. So I've arranged them into flowers on that paper towel. Also, once I've done these, I'm going to be gluing them to the bigger one because I'm making this big sort of feature thing. Obviously you don't have to do that. You can make them as small or as big as you like. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be doing that. Now, to glue them, what we're going to do is I'm going to move this a bit closer and hopefully be able to angle this down so we can see a bit better. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Alright, so moving this a little closer. I'm also going to put my glue on this. So just on here, get a little bit of glue. And then finding your toothpick. You said we'd be using a toothpick. And here we are. Alright, so at this point you kind of got to be a little bit steady just so that you don't bump the flowers out of place. So grab a little bit of glue onto your toothpick and sort of dab it in the spaces where the flowers petals are connected. So like this, kind of like this. That's what I do. Maybe it seems a little tedious, but trust me, once you start doing, it's quite addictive. Or cathartic, I don't know. I guess I see it as a bit cathartic, like you can really zone out and maybe listen to a podcast, watch something on YouTube while you're doing it. It's kind of mindless, but it's nice. So anyway, yeah. There's that, and that's what you do. That's what you do this with all of them. Yeah, I don't really think there's much else to say. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be attaching these to the larger one. And I think at this point, all I can... Wow, that was really loud. I think at this point, all I can say is I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you've been inspired to make a pretty decorative, perhaps metallic, perhaps, I don't know, other sort of flower in different colour. Oh yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm just rambling. Alright, yeah. So this is it. Do this, and then once that's dried a little bit, what I do is I turn the flower over, and I do the same thing on the back, just to make it more secure. And yes. And then obviously at some point you'll probably be wanting to get these spirals as well. And you just sort of add those to the thing any way you can. Sort of like that. And just stick them on the same way. Alright, yes, I'm going to finish this up now. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed. If you did like the video, please give it a like. If you would like to subscribe to this channel, that would be amazing. I've got plenty more things planned to get, you know, crafty with and make pretty things. Alright, see you later.